Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro. One of the slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on,
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, chemo shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, chemo shopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like, damn, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Ooh, chemo sabe, got this bitch off the hand, got the juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. Hey. One way, one way, one way, one way, one way. Coming up on my bullshit.
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settle and see. You locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fucking scared some. Get the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow Air Ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit. Lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third. Lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all stepping. Kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS. A mean right. That's mean right. We build different, you know the vibes. And we something authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a cod. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoke until we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, chemo shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, ass she to stop it, ass she to prop. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up for parole because of the COVID. It feel like the hoes in this world that don't go together. Know it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know what I'm saying, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world and boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, Jeremiah, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass shit. Oh, I'm with step, I'm solid for show to the fake niggas. Stay.
I just clap it up. We're the I.S.U.P.K, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahanna. We do not affiliate with any other Israelite group or Christian organization. And since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of the Bible. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the ethnic Jews. You know what I'm saying? The real Jews, the Israelites, the people that this whole Bible is talking about throughout the whole Bible, from the book of Genesis to the book of Revelation. God has a chosen people. You know what I'm saying? And you'll find that this same God, you know, so we usually, when he talking about God, it's talking about the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Why? Because it's talking about a certain bloodline. You know what I mean? God got a chosen people. And that same Bible tells us that the oppressor, the slave master, the colonizer, the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I mean? We're going to get into today. Talking, you know, in this Tuesday Brotherhood class, I.S.U.P.K, rocking and rolling with me, you know what I'm saying? Got the Ottawa Officer Kazak Ahmad, you know what I'm saying? Rocking and rolling with me today. Most High Christ. We're already getting into it. If you got any questions, put them in the chat. And matter of fact, to start off, if you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat on Facebook or YouTube. You know, so Facebook and YouTube, you can put a 1 in the chat out, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. About shop. We're gonna get into the date. As you know, that everybody who even matters in the Bible, you know what I mean, they're black. They're black, Latinos, and Native Americans. And when I say black, that's what I mean. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, because you know, through the lives of our oppressor and you know, all the wickedness of our oppressor, it's terrible today that we even think that we're different people. You know what I mean? We got a language barrier, you know, or we look like we may look a little different, but the Lord said we are a speckled bird. We'll get to it. You know what I mean? The water, Sister I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? The water, just starting to paint, see rocking and rolling at the water. Get right to it. But yeah, it's a shame that we even think that we are different people because of a language barrier, or just that we live on different pieces of land. You know what I mean? When all actuality, if you go far enough back, Latino artifacts, you know, they had Hebrew writing on. You know what I'm saying? Native American artifacts, you go back far enough, they had Hebrew writing on. Let you know that right then and there that they're the same people. You know what I mean? Whereas, you know, we can directly connect us to them by you know, the transatlantic slave trade. But come to find out, our native language, our original language itself is Hebrew. And they call it a dead language today. Why? Because they stole our culture from us. You know what I mean? They stole our culture from us, and we don't even know our native language. So what do? We turn around and act like the oppressor, and what does he do? He blames us for. You know what I mean? We're gonna get straight into let you know that everybody who's in the Bible, you know what I'm saying, is black, Latino, or Native American. Let's start off straight up and down from the hierarchy right on down. You know what I'm saying? So we'll start off with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You know that it's order and rank in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It starts off from the Lord. You got Christ. You know what I'm saying? Then it will be man and woman. Well, starting off with the Lord, the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and 9. It's like, sir.
What's up, Chris?
I get the book of Daniel 7 and 9. We'll go right to it with you. Don't forget to like and share the stream. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to tune in. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody know what's going on. Like, it's a lot of people out there that don't know that everybody in this Bible was us, Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Like, that alone could change a lot of view on today's society. And we know that for years they've just been lying to us,
Right.
Or just not informing us in that Christian church. That's where a lot of falls come through. They're allowing too much to go on in that church. And if we knew who we were, we're the people that we might look in this Bible and find out that, hold up, you can't do that. Might actually question the pastor instead of going there, shaking tambourines and clapping hands and, putting on a show.
Right.
You know what I mean? Most High Christ, I never really had to partake. My mother dressed me up on maybe an Easter Sunday or two, but that was it. Easter egg hunt or something, that was it. We ain't go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got that, sir?
Priest. Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down.
Yeah, right here, this is a vision that the Lord had given to Daniel. And Daniel said he beheld. That means he looked. So he looked as the thrones were cast down. And Daniel was seeing, what he's seeing right here is the nations, the governments, the kingdoms of this world falling. Saying the thrones were cast down. Everybody, all these kingdoms and all their leaders, everything was crashing down, right? And he's sitting here watching this. If I could, sir.
And the Ancient of Days did sit.
Right now, right here, this is a very important part on this verse right here, because it says the Ancient of Days. Like, what's more ancient than a day? What comes before the first day? You know what I'm saying? Before all time. You know what I mean? The Lord. So right here, this is how Daniel is describing the Lord. And it says right here, it says he did sit, and let you know it's not some spooky apparition like the Christian church makes it to be, like the Lord is some spooky apparition. You know what I mean? The Lord does have a spirit, you know what I'm saying? But if you follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, you possess the Lord's spirit. You see what I'm saying? You do what the Lord likes you to do, what he likes. You know what I'm saying? You follow what he says. That's having the spirit. But as far as it being some spooky ghost or apparatus, I forgot what they call it. Anyway, that's not how the Bible describes the Lord. It says right here, he did sit. So the Lord was sitting. You know what I'm saying? Just like you may sit. The Bible says that the Lord is a man of war, calls him a man. You know what I'm saying? Right here, Daniel seeing these kingdoms crashing down, and then it says, and then it says the Ancient of Days did sit. Why? Because when these kingdoms fall, and we're seeing that right now, going today, when these kingdoms, they going to war with each other, we're about to be in the middle of World War III. It's really pretty much almost already started. We got that thing in the Valley of Jehoshaphat brewing right now. You know, so we talked about it like a couple weeks ago in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? What they doing in the Middle East right now, back and forth. But it's showing you a little bit of what Daniel seeing, these kingdoms crashing down. And after they're gone, what is left? The Lord's kingdom. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting on his throne. You see what I'm saying? That's what Daniel's seeing right here. If I could.
Priest. And the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow.
Whose garment was white as snow. You know what I mean? Pure, not a blemish on it. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't expect the Lord to have a blemish on him anyway. And you got to know that that garment ain't no skinny jeans or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a manly garment. You know what I'm saying? Scriptures say that a man should not wear what a woman wears.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You best to know that the Lord's garment is a manly garment. And you know, just as Christ was with the golden girdle had on ready for war, more than likely, if they had more description, I'm not gonna go into it, but you just know that was a warlike garment that the Lord had on. You know what I mean? It's nothing soft or feminine. You know what I'm saying? Definitely that. If I could, sir.
And the hair of his head like the pure wool.
Now there you go, right there. It says God, and you know what I'm saying? The Lord,
right?
The Most High has hair of pure wool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Now, we all know who were the people on the earth today with their hair of pure wool. You know what I mean? We know what they look like. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some people on the earth that have hair of pure wool, but God makes a distinction between them and his chosen, which we'll get into. You know what I mean? But right here saying the Lord has hair of wool, letting you know that the Lord is a black man. You know what I mean? I know in that Christian church, there's so many people's skin just crawl when you say that. You know what I mean? You know why? This is their idea of what the Lord would look like. You see what I'm saying? Where we're going to get to this script. We're going to play baseball with this one in a minute. But this is what they would think the Lord looked like. And forget about it. Our oppressor, you even mentioned that the Lord got hair or wool. Oh, they're not even going to look at you. They don't even want to hear it. Right. You know what I mean? Let alone you get this saying out loud, which they already know that the Bible says Christ is a black man. Oh, they don't want to hear that. Why? Because of this. They've been selling this for so long. They didn't actually sold themselves the lie. They actually think that God is white. You see what I'm saying? No, but guess what? Guess what is white? His garment is white as snow. You know what I'm saying? But his hair is of the pure wool. You know what I mean? God is black. Go ahead and leave that out there for anybody who might have a problem with it. You see what I'm saying? Take that. Slack, if I could.
Mm-hmm. His throne was like the fiery flame.
And look, you know, the Lord has it, sits on a throne like a fiery flame. You could read the rest of that, sir.
And his wheels as burning fire.
Now we're gonna get into it a little later with when it comes to the heavenly host and how they travel. You know what I mean? Like the Lord says his wheels let you know again that this is a black man right here. It said his wheels is a fire, you know what I'm saying, as a burning fire. You know, when they describe the chariots, they describe the chariots as a fiery, having a fiery smoke, you know what I'm saying, flame with fire. The Lord's throne, you know what I'm saying, is of a fiery flame, and they call it his wheels. You know, that's, you know, just like you get around on your wheels, and let you know they was talking slang back then, just like we talk today. You know, it's nothing really changed as far as us talking slang. We got a particular way that we talk, and you'll find that all through this Bible. The reason why our oppressor can't understand it, and he thinks a snake talked to Eve, is because he doesn't talk like us. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't understand how we talk today. If it wasn't for the internet, they could be completely gone. Completely gone. Like you could sit right beside an oppressor and have a conversation, and they would catch like every fourth word. You know what I mean? Like we talking a whole different language. But right here it says the Lord has wheels of fire. You know what I'm saying? He got them hot wheels. You know what I mean? But let you know, furthermore, starting from the top, the Lord is a black man. You know, and you could tell by certain things that he does. You know what I mean? Like, let's give an example of Maui. Maui was a place you would go to for vacation. It was so beautiful, everything. they treating the people that live there like second-class citizens. You know what I mean? But just to show them that he ain't playing with them, set that thing on blaze. Now nobody wants to go to Maui. They're like, the Lord's not playing with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we had all types of floods in Brooklyn. I sat there and watched the video on it. Some dude did a little video on the Brooklyn floods, and he named it "Nature Setting Records." No, that's the Lord the Lord set that record. You know what I mean? Anytime he feel like he just plucked the water, there you go, it's a flood here. You know what I mean? The Lord is a black man, and the way he does it, he does everything is ever so gangster. You know what I mean? You tell. We're gonna get to more of it. You know what I'm saying? If I could, sir, can I go straight to Ezekiel 1 and 5? If I could, we're gonna get straight to it, because this even part of the heavenly host just shows how gangster the Lord is, and how much a black man he is. You know what I mean? Let's see, Ezekiel.
Go ahead, priest.
Come on, sir.
Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 5. Also, out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures.
That right here is giving the description. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring it out, but this is describing the angels. You see what I'm saying? The heavenly hosts. You know what I'm saying? God, the Lord, you know what I'm saying? He sends his angels to do everything. They his messengers. They his hitmen. You know what I mean? Like they at the Lord's command. Let's check out what the angels look like. If I could, sir.
And this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man.
They had the likeness of a man. So in other words, they stood straight up. You know what I'm saying? They stood up. They didn't run on all fours like an animal. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Shalom, young man, Daryl. You know what I'm saying? The water for joining us. Quinte Hayes. You know what I'm saying? The water for joining us. You know what I'm saying? Shalom to the okay. Shalom for joining us. I had to read what you said. But the angels, you know what I'm saying, it said that they had the likeness of a man, so they stood up like a man, if I could, sir.
Mm-hmm. And every one had 4 faces.
Check that out. You know, so let's just think about how they depict angels today. You know what I'm saying? Let alone they try to make them something. In some pictures, they say they like they got them in pictures as little naked babies. That's just the wickedness of our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? He would put the likeness of a man with 4 faces, and he got a picture of a little naked baby. You know what I mean? With wings. That's one picture. Then usually they show it. It's somebody with 2 wings. You know what I'm saying? Some guy standing up with 2 wings, and he always looks so non-threatening, very approachable. You know what I mean? But let's get more on what these 4 creatures that stood like a man and had 4 faces, because I mean, we ain't get into the faces, but anything with 4 faces, I would think is unapproachable to the average human being today. You know, if you just look beside you and it was a 4-faced being just right there, like, you're gonna jump. You can be terrified.
Right.
If I could, sir.
And every one had 4 wings.
Then they had 4 wings. You know what I'm saying? I you know, you look at today, they always got an angel with just 2 wings. You see what I'm saying? Everything they say about the angels is not correct so far. I could, sir.
And their feet were straight feet.
And their feet were straight feet. I mean, like, you know how our feet, you know, they come out and they go down, your legs go down, and then your feet come out. Well, these beings, their feet went straight. You see what I'm saying? It's a little different. So they standing like a man. They got 4 faces, 4 wings, and their feet go straight down. You know what I mean? They don't poke out like ours. If I could, sir.
And the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf foot.
And see, Just like that explains how their feet were going down straight. If you ever look at a calf's foot, calf is like a baby cow. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, and he got the little split in the hoof, let you know off the break. The angels are clean. They can split the hoof. You know what I mean? But Salaki. But you know, their feet go straight down like a baby calf's foot, if you can picture that. You know what I mean? That it just explains a little bit in the picture, if you could.
And they sparkle like the color of burnished brass.
The color of what?
Burnished brass.
And see, they sparkle like the color of burnished brass.
Right.
And anybody knows what the color of brass is. It's like a derivative of brown. You know what I'm saying? So imagine like like one of those copper pennies. You know what I'm saying? That's a good depiction of brass. You know what I'm saying? But it lets you know right there, what is this scripture telling us right here? Right here at this point, it's telling you that the angels are black. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is black and the angels are black. He got these creatures that he sends out at his command. They got 4 faces with 4 wings with the calf's foot. You know what I mean? And they black. Now, I'm just saying the world today just gets scared of too many black people just hanging around in one spot. They don't like that. You know, they're afraid of just that, just us congregating. Now you got 4 of these beings just coming at you. You're not gonna feel good. And these are the Lord's. I ain't gonna say just imagine in your household, right? Matter of fact, let's keep going. I get to that part, sir.
Mm-hmm. And they had the hands of a man under their wings on their 4 sides.
And their hands were up under their wings on their 4 sides, right? If I could, sir.
Mm-hmm. And they 4 had their faces and their wings. Their wings were joined one to another.
Now their wings, like you imagine, you would think 4 wings. They got 4 wings in their body. No. There were 2 wings actually attached to their body, where the other 2 wings were attached to those wings. You see what I'm saying? So they had 2 appendages coming out of their body. That's the wings. And then the other 2 wings are attached to those wings. You see what I'm saying? Because, sir.
Mm-hmm. They turned not when they went.
See, being as they had 4 faces, they didn't have to turn around and, you know, walk this way. They didn't have to turn around and walk forward. Every direction is forward to them. You know what I mean? They could just take off that way with no problem. You know what I mean? Because
they went every one straight forward.
See what I'm saying? Every direction is straightforward to them.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't have to turn around the same way that we do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hola, Jose Diego. Water for joining us. If I could, sir.
Mm-hmm. As for the likeness of their faces.
Now this remember they got 4 faces now. We'll get to just how terrifying they are. Because it's already terrifying they got 4 faces. Mm-hmm. If I could, sir.
They 4 had the face of a man and the face of a lion on the right side.
Okay, so they had the face of a man right here in which you would, let's just say this would be the front. You know what I'm saying? And the face of a man. On the right side, they had the face of a lion. You see what I'm saying? That's 2 of them. I could, sir.
Mm-hmm. And they 4 had the face of an ox on the left side.
And on the left side, they got the face of an ox. And this is getting more terrifying as we go. Man's face, lion face, and the ox face right here. All right. We got 1 more to go. If I could, sir.
They 4 also had the face of an eagle.
And now on the back, that I would let you know it's only one direction left. In the back of the man's face, it would be an eagle. You see what I'm saying? So now just to try to picture this all in one setting. He's standing tall, you know what I'm saying, standing up like a man, got 4 faces. One of them's a man's face. You got a lion's face on the right side. You got a ox face on the left side, and eagle's face in the back. You know what I'm saying? With 4 wings. Now, if that's not terrifying, that I don't know what. You know what I mean? Like, they try to make all these little monsters in the movies, but that's a real life, what you would say today is a monster. But an angel was standing beside you today, you taking off. You already know how we is. We ain't even gonna tell nobody. Oh, and guess what? Everybody else gonna run with you. Like, what was wrong? What was wrong? Man, you ain't see that? We out of there. You already know how we going off the break. You know what I'm saying? But just to come back to what I was saying earlier, like, that's how you know the Lord is a black man. The Lord is a gangster. Because think about it, in your household, you know, you go ahead and get a guard dog or something like that, something to guard your house. You gonna have something vicious. We don't usually go for the Chihuahua or nothing like that. We go for that Rottweiler. We going for that pit bull. You know what I mean? Doberman Pinscher. You know what I'm saying? We getting something that's going to make you terrified just by seeing it. Because you know what? If you're terrified of that pit bull, that Rottweiler, what does that mean when you look at me? Because I control the pit bull, and the Rottweiler.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Now think of how the Lord put that together. You know what I'm saying? At his command, he's sending out these angels that are just absolutely terrifying. And he's sitting at the helm, just sitting there. Now, how vicious is he? I'm telling you, everything about the spirit of this Bible right here tell you, you know, that we are the people of this Bible. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to how we the only ones that matter, but I'm just let you know that, and the Lord is a black man. The angels are black, and it's neither one of them are the description that our oppressor gives you. Our oppressor's trying to make you fear him, so that when he passes his laws, you know what I'm saying, we follow his laws. He got the whole world scared of him to drop the bomb, you know what I'm saying, because he's done it before. You know, so our oppressor is like the only people in the world who just dropped like an atomic bomb on somebody. And because of that, like, we fear him like he's the Lord. When the Lord bring it, whole tornado, wipe all that out. You know what I'm saying? Wildfires and hurricanes that are the size of the whole East Coast. You know what I mean? That's who we need to fear. Who got angels at his beck and call? Because guess who brought them winds? Guess who released those winds? The Lord said, release those winds. That's where the hurricane came from. Some angel released that wind. You see what I'm saying? And that's at the Lord's command. And that's who we need to fear, a black man. You know what I'm saying? Where the Lord has hair of wool, let you know what he looked like. And the angels are the color of burnished grass. You know what I mean? If I could, sir, do we have any more on that? Not really. Come, sir. If I could get book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1. So bring it in, keep it going, let you know that everybody in this book that really important is black. You know what I mean? We already showed you that the Lord got a chosen people, this, that, and the third. We explained that the blacks, Latino, Native Americans are God's chosen. You know what I'm saying? But you just got to know that for more proof that everybody in this book is black, Latino, or Native American. Like I said before, when I say black, that's what I mean. We all one people. You know what I mean? You got that, sir?
Priest. Revelation chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him.
And right now, if anybody knows what revelation means, this means the revealing. You know what I mean? And right here it says the revealing of Jesus Christ. So it's right now the Bible is revealing Jesus Christ. And why would the Bible have to have a revealing of Jesus Christ? You see what I'm saying? Bring it back again. This is why the Bible, the Lord put it in the Bible that what we had to bring out about Christ, because he knew that there would be a people that would change everything about Christ. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just like probably 3,000 years from now, people, you're going to think Tupac was white. You see what I'm saying? The Lord allowed we don't have to live that long in this captivity in this wicked kingdom right here. You know what I'm saying? We on the threshold of World War III, and we won't have to worry about this image, Lord allowed, for too much longer, because the revealing of Christ has always been around. And it's not this right here. Matter of fact, let's keep this out. We're going to keep this real close. Right. You can drop down to verse 13, sir.
Yep. Verse 13. I know it's like. Verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
And right here is describing Christ. What we just read earlier. This is the revealing of Christ. And in the same chapter, it says, one like unto the Son of Man. Let you know Christ is the son of a man. You know what I'm saying? Joseph is Christ's father. Right. You know what I mean? That's what the Bible says. It says that Joseph was a just man. So if Mary showed up with another man's baby, him following the law because he's a just man, that would mean that he would have to go to the elders and say, you know what? She messed around and we was betrothed. And the punishment for that is that's adultery. The punishment for that is stoning. You see what I'm saying? But that didn't happen because the Bible said he was a just man. So he took his wife. He didn't put her away. He didn't try to hide her because they had sex before the actual ceremony. You know what I mean? That was, and the angel called Mary his wife right there. You see what I'm saying? So let you know Christ is the son of a man.
Right.
If I could, sir.
Yep. Clothed with a garment down to the foot.
Yeah. No, you go ahead.
And girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Once again, you know, saying Christ always say, you know, you see the Father, you see me. Right. And the Lord had that garment, you know what I'm saying, that white as snow. Christ had got that garment, you know, I already know it's a warlike garment. And it said girt around the paps. That means he you know, around his midsection, the paps, right, with a golden girdle. And then at this time, men wore girdles to protect themselves from being stabbed by a sword or blade. You know what I'm saying? The metal golden girdle, let alone it was golden. Right. He was fly with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But Christ was prepared for war. You know what I mean? Doesn't sound like your typical Christ in that Christian church. This guy right here, he doesn't look like he's prepared for war. He looks like he's ready to go get a zip, an ounce, or whatever, the lid, or whatever you call it. You know what I'm saying? Go out in the field somewhere full of daffodils and get high. That's what he looks like he's ready to do. Not focused and ready to do anything. You know what I'm saying? But once again, it say Christ had a garment, a long garment down to the foot with a golden girdle. If I could, sir.
Mm-hmm. And girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
It said the head on his head and his hairs were white like wool. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever seen like you see like one of them old cats, one of them old mechanics up under the car, and he get out and his beard is white and he got the white afro, this, that, and the third. White like wool. That's it. It's not saying that it's white like the wool, like all wool is white. You know what I'm saying? It's not using it as a color reference as saying the white like the wool, all wool is white. It's saying white and it's like wool. You know what I mean? A lot of people try to mix up the two and just saying, oh, it's white like wool. Well, all wool isn't white.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you can't just say that. You know what I mean? Whereas we know the texture of wool. This is a texture difference right here. It's letting you know the texture of Christ's head. Christ said, if you see the Father, then you see me. What do we describe the Lord's head as? Wool. You know what I'm saying? You can put that, like I said in the other week, you can go another place in the Bible and find an answer or a precept that's just like something elsewhere in the Bible. Well, like I said, Christ said, you see me and the Father, they both have hair wool. No, it's no trying to describe it as just white. Right. His hair is all white. The hair on his head is white. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And the hair on his face is white as well. You know what I'm saying? If I could, sir.
Yeah. And snow.
It's white as snow.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Now, I said we're going to play baseball with this picture right here, but it's just knock it on out the park right now. And let's get him out right away. Right. So we already talked about his garment, you know what I'm saying? Garment down to the past. And they always try to make it like so Christ was dressed like a Roman, you know what I'm saying? Like Roman laying around all day with, you know, little boys like they did, you know what I mean? In the Roman toga. Well, it didn't say he had a toga on. He looked like he's girded around the paps. Doesn't look like he's girded around the paps at all. But then it also said he had hair, the hair on his head, and you know what I'm saying, the hair on his face were white like wool. Is this hair white? This hair isn't white at all. It's not white at all. That's definitely a strike right there. It's not white at all. You know what I mean? Let alone it's not woolly. Yeah, we can count that as 2 strikes. You know what I mean? Then it says he had the eyes of fiery flame. Now, does this guy look like he has eyes of fiery flame? Right. You know what I mean? No. This guy right here got the straight, oh, please don't beat me up eyes. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he had to duck a beating every day in school. That's what he looked like. Even so, that's 3 strikes just right there. If I could, sir.
Yeah. And his feet like unto fine brass.
They go that brass again. So we already talked about with the angels who had the color, the shiny color of burnished brass. You know what I'm saying? Well, Christ right here is describing him as having feet of brass, right? But it's not going to stop there. If I could, sir.
Yeah. As if they burn in a furnace.
Now, if we take that same brass and we burn it in a furnace, you know, anybody knows if you burn anything in a furnace, right, you know what I mean, it's going to turn black. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Christ is a black man. I like to just, when we get to the point, I just like to lean in. Christ is a black man. Right. You know what I mean? So you should say it to yourself, because in that Christian church, they will not say Christ is a black man. Like say it with your chest. Like let the people know Christ in the Bible is a black man. You see what I'm saying? And when you know that, right, like you'll be able to focus on what Christ said and who he's coming for, who his people is. You know what I mean? When you can start from ground zero. This is a black man. You already know how we think. We still do the same things that we were doing back then as far as how we speak. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that we spiritually do. You know what I mean? Well, Christ is a black man and he's coming for his people. You got to know that you seeing your people getting bullied around for so long. You know what I'm saying? That black man is coming back with those same angels that them same angels that we just talked about. Them ferocious angels. You see what I'm saying? If I could, sir, you give me the what is it? 200,000 the angels. How do you say it? The 200,000. Oh, come on. 200,000. Just gonna bring that reference up right now. Get right there with you. Revelation 9. 9 and 16. Got 15? Come.
Revelation chapter 9, verse 15. And the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour. and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the third part of men.
Now, right here, it's talking about the angels that they would finally let loose for this particular time. You know what I'm saying? That particular time was that certain hour of that certain day of that certain month of a certain year to slay the third part of men. You see what I'm saying? If I could, sir.
Verse 16. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them.
Now, this is 200 million. 200,000 is 200 million.
Right.
And right now, you know, we just say that's the angels. Right. You know what I'm saying? The angels is coming back with the Lord. The Lord is going to send Christ and 200 million angels back. And guess what color they are? All of them. They black.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They black, right? So like the whole time, you know, that's what we're talking about today. Everything that matters in this Bible right here, everybody in it that matters is black. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going with it. We're going to double back, and just in case you want to say we're going to double back later with Christ, right? But if you have any more on that, sir, as far as the Revelation, can I get Revelation 1 and 15, sir?
Mm-hmm.
I left off one very good point because I ain't forgot my man right here. One last point. Maybe want to speak about them angels because when they coming, like that whole army is black. It's a black army gonna crack the sky open. You see what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Concert.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters.
Yeah, before I get to the many waters part, that burnt in a furnace, that brass burned in a furnace. So Christ was a dark-skinned man. You see what I'm saying? Like, and it's so many brothers out here suffering from that colorism, get hated on because they're darker than another brother. You see what I'm saying? We shouldn't suffer from colorism because guess what? We all black. When it come down to it, our oppressor looks at us all the same. You know what I mean? Whether your status, how light you are, how dark you are, when they look at you, they're going to say the same word. You know what that word is. You know what I'm saying? But after that, it says that, you know, he had a voice like many waters. You know what I'm saying? Like you ever been to the ocean and just sit there and listen to the waves crash, especially on a nice windy day? You know what I mean? Hear the waves just crashing. Like that's what Christ's voice sound like. It's loud. Like you would sit there and talking to somebody. You got to raise your voice a little bit over the tide and the waves crashing down. You know what I'm saying? When Christ had a voice like that, it's like it's you in a crowded auditorium or something like that. Does this guy look like he talks loud or you know what I'm saying, with any type of authority at all? No, I wouldn't say so. You know what I mean? We're gonna put him down for right now. Just bring that out about Christ, a black army coming out of the sky, y'all. You know what I mean? Make me want to go to one of my favorite scriptures, but I'm gonna leave it for now. We're gonna stay on the blackness. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Shalaki, sir, with Cap said when I start the class, say black power. You know what I'm saying? So if I could, sir, if I could get book of Jeremiah 14 and 2. So we're gonna go straight to the group wise of people that matter in this book right here. You know what I mean? Tell you everybody in here is black that matters. You know, and if they're not, guess what? It won't matter. You know, the point blank period. And the Lord says awful things about them. You know what I'm saying? The Ethiopians running around today acting like they us. God say, you know, they be slain by the sword. And he compares the way their skin looks to the blemishes of a cheetah having spots. That means God said you're ugly. You know what I mean? Straight up and down. I should have saved that because usually somebody come up in here trying to defend them. You know what I mean? You got that, sir?
Jeremiah 14:2.
Come, sir.
Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth.
Says Judah mourneth. Who is Judah? Judah is the tribe of Judah. Also, it could be used as all of Israel. You know what I'm saying? It could mean all of Israel. It could just mean the southern kingdom. You know what I'm saying? The kingdom of Judah. You know what I'm saying? But in this text right here, we're talking the all of Israel is in mourning. You know what I'm saying? You look at it today, who are the people that are mourning? You know what I'm saying? That feel like that we got to go get high just to get through the day. You know what I mean? And then when you finish with it, you'll get some more. Just trying to stay in that state, just trying to forget how we live in the day. Like we go through all types of traumas. You know what I mean? We are in mourning. Let you know that this definitely ain't talking about the small hat. The small hat is not in mourning. But you know what? As of recently, you know that they had a little bit of drama go on over there in Israel. Those Israelis, not Israelites, those Israelis had a little friction. But I'm gonna get into it. How they're not in mourning. Just off of that, you know what I'm saying? We see how they not in mourning. They own everything. You see what I'm saying? They got they got the movies. A lot of people don't even know the whole theme of the American dream comes from our oppressor, the Jewish man. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who created Hollywood and the American dream. You know what I'm saying? To make you want to do things that were out of your reach to try to get a small dream that might come true. Everyone, and the people you'll find that they get that dream, they're doing things that they shouldn't be doing or selling their own people out to get them. It's a dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, but these people own everything. They're not in mourning. They own the music, all of our music, especially black music. You know what I'm saying? And this scripture says, Judah mourneth. And if you look at us out here today, we're the people who sit strung out on the drugs. You know what I'm saying? And you would say not loving each other the way we're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Looking at our own brother like opposition. We're like the only people who really do that. You know, especially out here. But if I could, sir.
And the gates thereof languish.
And the gates thereof languish. You know, so anybody know what a gate is for? A gate is for protection. You know what I'm saying? Our protection, you know, however you want to look at it, you know, there's many forms of protection. You know what I'm saying? It says they're languished. You know what I'm saying? The gates of language, that means they're failing. You know what I mean? I told you I was going to get to it about the Israelis over there. You know, like they don't fit this right here. Like they may have had a missile strike, but they are about to obliterate those Palestinians over there. They had probably the worst missile attack probably ever on Palestine in retaliation. You see what I'm saying? Like they're not going to be able to win a war against the people who actually run the area. You know what I mean? They're not in mourning. Their gates are like they can protect themselves. You know, they got an iron dome that usually shoots down all the missiles that are shot from 400 to 4,000 miles away. You know what I mean? And like they're protected. They have gates that can protect them. Meanwhile, you look at us. Like we get gunned down in the street by the same people who's supposed to be called for protection. You see what I'm saying? We don't have any protection at all. Somebody just want to take over our neighborhood. They gentrify our neighborhood like it's nothing. You see what I'm saying? What else you got? You know, just they make up laws to hinder us so we can't work. Right. Like we have no protection at all. Our gates are language. And you know how they're able to do that? Through our leaders. Your gates can also be your leader. And your MLKs, your Al Sharptons, you know, your Jesse Jacksons. These leaders, you know, they end up selling out in some type of way, selling us out just to get a seat with our oppressors in our oppressor's table, where the Bible clearly calls him our enemy. You want to side with the enemy and sell us out because they failed us. Our gates have failed us. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the Jewish man, his leaders, you can't even really talk about how they own everything. Of course, in I.S.U.P.K, we free men. We talk about what we want. We call the devil all day. The white man is the devil. You know what I mean? But their leaders, you get to talking about them, they call you anti-Semitic. When we're the Jews. You know what I'm saying? What type of hypocrite are you? We are Shemitic. You know what I mean? But you lying so much, you got the world believing we not. But their gates aren't languished. Ours are languished. You know what I mean? We fit the scripture, they don't. You know what I mean? Judah mourneth. The gates are languished. If I could, sir.
Yeah. They are black unto the ground.
They are what, sir?
They are black.
Said they are black. Once again, the people who matter in this Bible right here are black.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The Lord is black. The angels are black. Christ is black. Judah is black. You see what I'm saying? Christ is from the tribe of Judah. Let you know, even more proof that the Jews are black. Right. You see what I'm saying? And who are the Jews? God's chosen people.
Yep.
The people who matter in this book right here.
Right.
And you know what? You know what people tend to look past? You may say, but the Bible's just any. No, the Bible ain't just any book. This is a book that every people has tried to attach themselves to, from the Arabs with their Islam. You know what I mean? Like, you got to realize, why are they trying to make it so that their toilet tissue book is an extra chapter to these records here? There's a whole different people in these records right here. All of a sudden, the Lord just picked up with them out of nowhere. No, they trying to attach themselves because they want to be God's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? This is the way that you find out who God's chosen people is, and they trying to be that. Whereas the Jewish man, forget about it. I'm describing now how he wants to be us, and he doesn't fit any of these scriptures. He running around telling the whole world that he's us. You know what I'm saying? This book means something.
Right.
And the world is evidently telling you that, yes, this book means something. Everybody in the world knows this book means something. You see what I'm saying? Down to, forget about it, Christianity. Christianity is trying to make it so that this book is talking about everybody in the world. So loved everybody. You know what I mean? No, it doesn't say that in this book. Y'all trying to hold claim to our record. This is a black man's book. And when I say black, Latino, Native American man's book. And everybody in the world wants to hold claim to it. Right. You see what I'm saying? And let you know the people that are in this book, that are really in this book, that this book is about, really matter. You know what I mean? Well, shoot. Silak, do you have any more on that?
Yep. They are black onto the ground.
Onto the ground, because when on the ground there are many shades of brown.
Right.
Many shades of brown. You know what I'm saying? It says Israel's like a speckled bird. You see what I'm saying? Like, we come in so many different shades that, you know, people actually believe that blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are different people. Why? Because, you know, the different appearances that we can have. You know what I mean? From light to dark.
Right.
We can have a more woolly head, a less woolly head. You know what I mean? Like, it really doesn't matter. But we're all Israel. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it trips me out that, you know, you got your passport brothers talking about they want to go over here and go over there to get these different type of women. You know, the Lord made it so that we look like so many different ways. Like, everything you want, you can find it within Israel. You know what I'm saying? We got the best women on the face of the earth, and they look like so many different, they look in so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? A black man, forget about it. Sisters, you ain't got to go get none of these devils out here. You ain't got to cross over and get none of these dudes. And what you're going to find out is they're going to treat you like an animal in some ways. You're a trophy. You see what I'm saying? you're never really going to be treated as if they would treat one of their own. You know what I mean? The lock. Now, if I could, can I get Book of Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5? And we're gonna keep going into it. You know what I mean? We got a king of Israel, Solomon. You know what I mean? I would say he broke it down. He probably, as a matter of fact, it's called Songs of Solomon. So he was probably doing something James Brown like while he was rapping. You know what I'm saying? When he was saying all of these words, you know, Psalms is nothing but songs as well. You know, he probably was the James Brown of the time. Tulagi said, if I could.
No sweat. Song of Solomon. Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. I am black.
Ooh-wee. He started right off the top. Dang. I could probably just drop it right there.
Right.
He started off with the point. Dang. Making the class go past too fast. You know what I'm saying? Solomon matters. He was a king of Israel.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And he, a king of Israel, let you know that I am black. And you know, what is it with the Bible said we're not supposed to vote in another person to head us, to be over top of us, to rule over top of us. That's not us. You know what I'm saying? This was a king of Israel right here. He was a black man. To let you know something, we should never ever vote for somebody else to be over top of us and make decisions for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All we got to do is gather together like the Chinese people do. The Chinese people, they don't vote. They stick together and keep their culture. They got a Chinatown in every single city. You see what I'm saying? And they done that by sticking together, keeping their money together. You know what I'm saying? They keep their culture.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're not worried about all these politics out here, but somehow, some way, they still get to stop Asian hate. You know why? Because they stick together. You know what I'm saying? And we could, if you'll find out, if we stuck together, we hold way more power, you know what I'm saying, than we even think. You know, back in the days when we would do bus boycotts, you know, they would have to give in to what we wanted. They needed us on the bus. They got so desperate, they would start getting violent to make you get on the bus. Why? Because it hurt them. We can hurt America with so many things. We stop using their drugs. You see what I'm saying? Just stop celebrating their holidays, period. Millions of dollars they losing. This all for us. We like the number one consumers. Black women, forget about it. You know what I mean? Package every day out of Amazon. Waiting at the door. You know, but no, just us coming together. You know, we don't need any other ruler over top of us. You know what I'm saying? King Solomon, you know, one of the wisest men that ever lived. The Lord, he asked the Lord for knowledge, and the Lord blessed him with a wisdom and had everybody from around the world come in to ask him. You see what I'm saying? He was a king of Israel, straight black man, and he was proud of it. He's shouting it out right now, if I could, sir.
Yep. I am black, but comely.
But comely. Anybody knows what comely means? You know what I'm saying? And I learned this a little while ago. Like another way in Old English to say somebody looked good or didn't look good. Like if you wanted to say somebody looked ugly, you would say they looked very uncommon. Mm-hmm. They didn't have a common look. That was a way of calling somebody ugly. You know, and vice versa. If somebody did look common, they looked good. You see what I'm saying? They looked normal. They didn't look weird. You see what I'm saying? Because they looked common. Well, right here, King Solomon is saying, I am black and comely. He letting you know, man, I'm black and I look good. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you find out that he was a king of Israel. You know what I'm saying? They said the king Sheba came to see him for some of that wisdom that the Lord gave him, and she ended up bowing to the doorman. She thought he was fly. You know what I'm saying? So imagine King Solomon, if I could, sir.
Yep. I I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
Because he spit game to his wives. You see what I'm saying? Right here, he definitely spit game. That's why I say he probably was singing, you know what I'm saying, singing with him. It's called Songs of Solomon. He probably getting his James Brown on right now. You know what I mean? And a couple little you know how they probably did it back, and then they probably had the harps playing, they strumming them guitars. But King Solomon say, I'm black and comely, O daughters of Israel, talking to his wives, if I could, sir.
Yep. As the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon.
And though he must have had some bad curtains. You know what I'm saying? Because he comparing his curtains to himself, who is a king. You know what I mean? If I could drop down to verse 10, sir.
Mm-hmm. Verse 10. Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels.
You see, right here, more black man stuff right here. This is more black man stuff right here. This is what black people do. I don't know other people who do this, but he said his cheeks are comely with rows of jewels. Now, where on your cheeks do you have rows? You know what I'm saying? Well, your teeth are referred to as rows of teeth. You see what I'm saying? Solomon says, my cheeks are comely with rows of jewels. Solomon had a grill. You know what I mean? He had one of them big gift from Atlanta, one of them Gucci man, straight iced out. And we talking about iced out. He didn't say gold. He said jewels. King Solomon had an iced out grill. Now you can't tell me that's not a black man. And this is definitely a major figure in this Bible right here. He's a king of Israel. He matters. And he got an iced out grill in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Talking about I'm black and I look good. You know what I mean? That's just how we are. You know what I'm saying? Letting you know once again, the people in this book that matter, because who you think mattered to King Solomon? You know what I'm saying? The kingdom of Israel. You see what I'm saying? Let you know off the break. Shalom, Sister Maria. The water for Jordan. You know what I'm saying? But it lets you know off the break who matters in this Bible right here. That's we just gonna stay on that. All blackness, who matter. You know what I mean? If I could, sir, we go to the book of Job. A matter of fact, if I could, let's stop at Matthew 1:1 before we even get there. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna keep on letting you know who the people in this Bible are that matter are all black. Whenever you ready, sir.
Matthew chapter 1, verse 1. The book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David.
Now, right here, we got the book of the generation. And we know what generation means. Your generation is your lineage. You know what I mean? And you know, for today's terms, like your family tree. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the family tree, the generation, the lineage of Christ. All right. And we just described earlier, we know what color Christ is. He is a black man. You know what I'm saying? Christ is a black man. The Lord, his father, he said, you see me, you see the Father has hair wool. Christ got hair wool. He's from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
Judah is black. Onto the ground, many shades in the ground. You know what I mean? Now we're gonna get to this generation of this black man and his people. You know what I mean? If I could, sir.
Yep. The son of David, the son of Abraham.
The son of David and the son of Abraham. Now, right here in this lineage, it says the son of David. Now, who is David? Another king of Israel, somebody who matters in this book right here. That King David, you know what I'm saying? It says the son of him, who is, we just talked about, Solomon. You know what I mean? Solomon said, I'm black. Christ is black. They in the same family. So that would make King David black. You see what I'm saying? Like You're gonna keep running around how everybody who matters in this book is black. You know what I'm saying? King David, another king of Israel, who was given the prophecy from the Lord that, you know, the king of Israel will come out of your loins. Now let's really focus on this right here. The prophecy was that the king of Israel will come out of your loins. Who came out of David's loins? Solomon. He was the king of Israel. Christ, he's the king of Israel. You see what I'm saying? Major figures in this book right here, and they all black. If I could, sir.
Mm-hmm. Abraham begat Isaac.
And Abraham begat Isaac. Now, we said it earlier today, and usually when the Bible is describing the God of the Bible, it calls him the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You see what I'm saying? And letting you know who that lineage comes through. You see what I'm saying? That whole lineage right there. And it started from Abraham. Because why? Because the covenant actually was given to Abraham. And you see what I'm saying? And then all of his seeds inherited it. You know what I'm saying? But the covenant was given to Abraham. So it starts with him. You know what I mean? Abraham had Isaac. And Isaac had Jacob. If we can can you hold that right there when we come back to it? Mm-hmm. Can you give me Genesis 25 and 25 if I could, sir?
Yep.
So we're gonna get everybody color out here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's important to know, because it's saying right here, Abraham. Let's go to it. If I could, sir.
Yep. Genesis chapter 25, verse 25. And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment.
Now, this is talking about if I could, you could just finish that line, sir.
Mm-hmm. And they called his name Esau.
And this is Bible says who it's talking about. That's Esau right there. Right. He came out red, all over like a hairy garment. He's not black. So obviously, you know, as we're learning today, everybody in this Bible that matters is black. So that would tell you right there, this guy right here does not matter. He does not matter at all. He does not matter so much they had to describe. If you could, sir.
Yeah. To that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob.
Now, like we said, the God of this Bible is described as the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right here, you know, saying Jacob's being born, and it does not describe him. Why? It described his brother that came on before him. The Bible's being very descriptive right here with him because he didn't look like his people. Whereas Jacob, there was no need to describe Jacob because Jacob looked like his people. Jacob looked just like his father. You know what I'm saying? Esau was red. Jacob, looking like his people, is a black man. Because if you look at the lineage going down that Jacob provided, the seeds of Jacob, they're known today as black, Latino, and Native American. You see what I'm saying? And Jacob was a black man. So that means his father was black. You know what I mean? And listen, if your father's black, you know what I mean? That means his father was black. Mm-hmm. So when we go down and it says Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that means all of them were black. These are major figures in the Bible right here. You see what I'm saying? We could go back to Matthew 1:1, sir.
Mm-hmm. Matthew chapter 1. What verse?
If you can run one over again one more time, I'm sure.
Matthew chapter 1, verse 1. The book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac begot Jacob.
And we described we just broke down how all three of them are black. King Solomon was black. He's the son of David. That would make his father black. That would make, we describe how Christ is black. Everybody we described so far This is the tribe of Judah. They're black. You see what I'm saying? Now, all the tribes of Israel matter in this book. But right now, we're just breaking down some major figures in this book that the society today, they paint them as oppressors. Or they try to say it doesn't matter what color they are. No, it matters. You know what I mean? Because we need to know, as Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, that everybody in this so important book that everybody wants to attach themselves to it, everybody looks like us. You see what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be us, and they're hiding it from us. You know what I mean? You want a conspiracy theory? The biggest conspiracy theory on the entire earth is that the Jews are black. You know what I'm saying? Not so much that Christ is black no more. People know that today, and they still don't give a damn. Just like they would celebrate Christmas, right? And they know that it has nothing to do with Christ. You know, and thank the church for that. The church that undermined the fact that our King Christ is black so much, just so they can get you to vote, just so they can get you to come in and get them tithes. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to change yourself. What Christ said you had to change yourself. You undermine what Christ said because you're not realizing that Christ looked just like us. Right. It'll make you not pay attention to that pastor. You see what I'm saying? But that's what's happening with them undermining the fact that this color matters in this Bible. It matters that there's nothing but black figures in here. You know what I mean? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are all that matters. You know what I'm saying? And the whole world wants to be you. You know what I mean? Let alone they on our TikTok. They on our TikToks trying to do all our dances. They want to do it. Shout out to Simone Biles winning all these gold championships. Once again, I just want to give her a hand. You know what I'm saying? Simone Biles out there winning all them championships, making them look bad every single time. I saw the podium. It wasn't nothing but us on the podium. You know what I'm saying? Is there any time they didn't ever get on the podium? They can't do nothing better than this. They want to be us. We the only thing that matters in everything. Like when will we realize that and really just step up over top of them and look at them like we're supposed to? We're supposed to be above all people. You know what I mean? We might have to get to that because like we need to hear what the Lord said about us. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, sir. Mm-hmm. Going to the boom, boom, boom. I think I got it. Can I get Exodus 4 and 6? We're gonna keep going to show you everybody that's a hitter in this book is black. You know what I mean? Let's go back to the Old Testament, you know what I'm saying? Bring it right on out. How much time I got? A little time. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna cut more people out. You got that, sir?
Yep. Exodus chapter 4, verse 6. And the Lord said furthermore unto him, put now thine hand into thy bosom.
Now, this is the Lord talking to Moses. You know, we all know who Moses is. Brought the children of Israel out of Egypt. You see what I'm saying? Let alone bring us out of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? He was the only one talking to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? The children of Egypt didn't even want to talk to the Lord because they were scared they were going to die. And Moses is a major figure in this book. And the Lord is telling Moses, put your hand into your bosom. Your bosom is your chest area. So boom. It's mad if I had this garment up. You know what I'm saying? I tried to do a little something today, brought the garment out. You know what I'm saying? But Moses put his hand, the Lord said, put your hand in your bosom. If I could, sir.
Mm-hmm. Put your hand in thy bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom. And when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow.
Boom. So leprous as snow. If you didn't know what leprous looked like, it looked like snow. What color is snow? White. All right. So right here, you know what I'm saying? The Lord said, put your hand in your bosom. And when he took it out, it was leprous like snow. Follow along. If I could, sir.
Mm-hmm. And he said, put thine hand into thy bosom again. And he put his hand into his bosom again, and he plucked it out of his bosom. And behold, it was turned again as his other flesh.
See? Now to run it back. The Lord told Moses to put his hand in his bosom. When he took his hand out of his bosom, it was the color of snow. It was white. Then he said, put your hand back in your bosom. Boom. You know what I'm saying? When he took it back out again, it was the same color as the rest of his body. So if he took his hand out the first time and it was white and it wasn't the color of the rest of his body, I mean, Moses wasn't white. Moses was a black man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Moses was a black man. Now, let's run it back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because some people might say, oh, that wasn't in the scripture. You know what I mean? Moses is one of the children of Israel. You see what I'm saying? He was one of the children of Israel. All right. Now, Jacob, we already talked about earlier. Jacob was a black man. Isaac was a black man. Abraham was a black man. Why? Because you are what your father is. Moses comes from Jacob. You see what I'm saying? He comes from a seed of Jacob. That means Moses was a black man. And the proof was he put his hand back when it was white as snow, leprous as snow, pulled it back out, and now it turned right back to what it was, which was a black man to begin with. You know what I'm saying? And lets you know everybody in this book right here that matters, the main hitters, and everybody around them, because it's only talking about Israel is black. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep saying that. This is the black show today. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let it be known. I had to throw it up earlier. You know, on a whole nother note, Cap said when you start the show, say Black Power, boom. It just turned out that's what the show was about today. You know what I mean? The whole class. Salaki about to get to my man Paul that they love to lie on. You know what I'm saying? They love to lie on Paul. That's Romans 11:1, if I could, sir. Yep. Yes, let's get it. Because right here in this chapter, they try to tell so many lies about this chapter, but we're not going into that right now. We're going to just stay on the fact of who everybody is. Yeah, 11:1. Whenever you're ready, sir.
Romans chapter 11, verse 1. I say then, hath God cast away his people?
Now, you know why Paul had to even ask this question? Because folks like you Christians today, he had to deal with y'all back in the day. The same spirit that you got today, y'all was doing that back then. When I say y'all was doing that back then, because you're the same person that you were back then. You know what I'm saying? Lord, allow one day, Lord have mercy on you and give you some understanding, but he say, have God cast away his people? Because back then there were people saying that the Lord chose everybody now. Everybody can come into the covenant, or the Lord doesn't love Israel anymore. You know what I'm saying? But what did Paul say after that, sir?
God forbid.
You know what I mean? Hell no.
Right.
Means hell no, the Lord didn't cast away his people. You know, what are you lunching off of, man? Right. Put the drugs down. You see what I'm saying? All over this book, from beginning to end, Lord got a chosen people. Right. You know what I mean? He ain't changed his mind. And right here, Paul's saying it because y'all love to lie on Paul, like Paul was a bad student of Christ. You see what I'm saying? Like Christ taught that he was coming for his people. What do you think his students taught? You see what I'm saying? I act like Paul was given a whole nother mission other than what Christ came for. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, people try to attach things on at the very end, where every single prophet of the Lord came and taught the same thing. Christ came and taught the same thing as the prophets. But you mean to tell me that everybody except for Paul in this book is teaching the same thing? You know what I mean? We're gonna keep going. If I could, sir.
Yep. For I also am an Israelite.
He said he an Israelite. Why would you think for a second that he's teaching differently? Like God to cast him away. He's an Israelite. Like it makes no sense that you even try to teach that. If I could, sir.
Of the tribe, of the seed of Abraham.
The seed of Abraham, a black man.
Of the tribe of Benjamin.
Of the tribe of Benjamin. You know what I'm saying? If you from down there in the islands, if you a West Indian, you subscribe as a West Indian, your father is a West Indian, you are the tribe of Benjamin. Same thing as Paul in the Bible, the mighty Paul in the Bible, you know what I'm saying, who taught what Christ taught. You see what I'm saying? Like, once again, everybody that's in this Bible is black. That matters. You know what I'm saying? Even the ones that even Paul that they trying to lie on. Paul lets you know off the break. Nah, I'm not teaching y'all that. I'm an Israelite. You know what I mean? You know, and then he said his registry. You know what I'm saying? Banyamya. You know what I'm saying? Which means tribe of Benjamin means Benjamin in the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? If I could, sir, go to Book of Job, chapter 30 and 30.
Yep.
You talking about even before all of that, before Israel, we're gonna let you know. And you know, you got your spooky folks out there talking about, yeah, the original man was a black man. You know what I mean? Well, he wasn't from Africa. I'm gonna let you know that. The Bible says differently, that he wasn't from Africa. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says that Jerusalem is the mother of all. If I could, sir.
Yep. Job chapter 30, verse 30. My skin is black upon me.
And look, Job is saying his skin is black upon him. You know what I mean? Like you can't get no more descriptive than that. You know what I'm saying? He's straight up telling you, my skin is black. You know what I'm saying? If I could, sir, can you go to Job 1:1. If I could, sir.
Job chapter 1, verse 1. There was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright.
Ooh-wee. Now it matters that God called you perfect and upright. You see what I'm saying? Job is a big deal in this book because the Lord was even bragging on him. You know what I mean? The Bible says that Job was perfect and upright. That's a hell of a thing to be known as from the Lord. You know what I'm saying, in this Bible, let alone just in just period. And you let the Christian church tell it, they'll tell you that there was only one perfect person, this, that, and the third. Well, the Bible also says that Job was perfect. You see what I'm saying? Now, if that's not something that should matter to you in this Bible, and let you know that you could be perfect too. That's what you needed. The Christ said, be perfect like your Father in heaven. You know what I'm saying? You know how the Christians do. Well, we all fall short from grace, always looking for an excuse to be weak. You know what I'm saying? Christ said, be perfect like your Father in heaven. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? And Job is an example of how you could even do that back then. You know what I'm saying? Way back then. This is before Abraham. You see what I'm saying? Well, Job said his skin was black.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you know that everybody in this Bible right here, how was this our oppressor's book? I just want to know. Yeah, I've been hearing that. I've been hearing that for the longest. It's almost like basically saying, man, stop talking to me about the Bible. That's their way of saying, just I don't want to talk about the Bible. It's white man's book. Prove it. There's nothing in this book that you can prove that says it, because even when it talks about our oppressor, it describes him as different. He looks different. His whole spirit is different. You know what I'm saying? From the Lord's spirit and all the prophets and everything, describes him as going to meet his fate when it comes down to it. It says Israel, you know, say Israel is going to have everlasting salvation. You know what I'm saying? Him, it says it'd be cut off forever. That's a direct opposite right there. You know, how is this his book? He dies in the end of the book. You ever had a good novel, good drama novel, a good action novel? You know what I mean? Well, the Bible's the best novel that you can have. It got drama in it, it got action in it, you know, because it's a real history book. It's real life. And these things actually happen in real life. You know what I'm saying? But in this book right here, our oppressor will pass and he'll be gone forever. You know, so how is this his book? Everybody in this book is black. You know what I'm saying? And we've been showing that throughout the entirety of the class. If you follow along. And this one right here, I like to bring out for all the bougie Uncle Toms, you know, you stepping fetchits, you know what I mean, who want to make a difference between this type of black man and this type of black man. There's no difference. You know what I mean? If I could get Acts 13 and 1.
Acts chapter 13, verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Niger.
I just wanted to just get all the way to the end of that one right there. And you had prophets, you know what I'm saying, in the city of Antioch that were called Niger. You see what I'm saying? And let you know right then and that there, the word Niger is the root word, you know what I'm saying? It's Latin for black. And it's the root where the word negro comes from, you know what I'm saying, which means black. You know what I'm saying? In the so-called the word, the byword that they call us here in America. You know what I mean? Refrain from saying it at the time, but also means black. You see what I'm saying? It's our oppressor who took it and made it, you know, so that you can't even say it today. You know what I'm saying? Made it something offensive. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you'll find out that they were doing that back then. That's why the Bible's saying that. You know why? All throughout all the time, when it came to black people, if you were somebody who bucked the system or the so-called wickedness of the system, and you stood upright and you were full about something, you know what I'm saying, that you didn't go along with see, at that time you had like the Romans were in power. If you weren't going along with what the Romans were talking about, just like today in America, they called you a Niger. You see what I'm saying? Whereas you got your uppitys and your stepping fetches. They call them good old black folks. You see what I'm saying? And it's people out here, some of us out here today that actually have taken on the internal racism of our oppressor. You know what I mean? And they actually feel that way today. You know what I mean? Let you know that this is nothing new. Every time that a black man stands up for something, you're called that word. You know what I'm saying? Well, when you look at me, you may look at these priests in the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been called that a many a times, you know what I'm saying? Coming from the backgrounds that we come out of, you know what I'm saying, into righteous men of the Lord. And you know what's crazy? You liked us better when we were committing crimes, or, you know what I'm saying, we were celebrating your holidays, you know what I'm saying, right along with you. You had no problem with us. Could have been the biggest drug dealer in town and got all the love in the world. But soon as we turn into men into God, now you got something to say about us. You know what I mean? That will You look at the people like in the Christian church, that pastor, he's sitting in a 3-piece suit. You know what I'm saying? You don't have any problem with him. But you look at us teaching on the street, trying to tell you to obey God, to get off of drugs. You see what I'm saying? Stop celebrating these holidays. You know what I'm saying? Don't abort your babies. You know what I'm saying? Everything under the sun to better our people. And you know what he telling us? Go get a job. You call us the N-word. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at these niggers. You see what I'm saying? Well, you find out that when you do say that, it's a compliment to me, because the prophets back then were called nigger. So just know, like you ain't doing nothing but sweet talking. You know what I'm saying? You call me a nigger. Stop sweet talking. I'm gonna tell you, oh man, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? You sweet talking me. You know what I'm saying? But if I could, I'm gonna double back and get Daniel in 10 and 5. Go right back to it, double back to our King Christ. You know what I'm saying? In case you didn't believe it the first time, the Christ is mentioned 2 times in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? In the old and the new. Started off with the new one just for you Christians. You know, y'all hate to hear that Christ is black. You want to keep going in that church and keep looking up and keep looking up at this guy. Because in that church, this is who you're worshiping. This is who you're worshiping. You go in that Muslim mosque, you're worshiping the Arab man. That's probably why they don't even say, they don't even have a picture of Muhammad. They want you to worship them. You know what I mean? You worshiping that Arab man in this mosque. You know what I'm saying? You doing all that Namho, Renge Kyo, Buddha. Guess who you worshiping? That's the Asian man. You know what I mean? Well, their God is some little cat sitting on the carry out shelf going like this all day. You know what I mean? Like that's a God to them. Are you serious? Why would you worship anything that they do? You see what I'm saying? And when they come to that Christianity, man, if you knew what our oppressor had coming to him, you wouldn't want to be with anything that he's involved with, right, let alone stand beside him, hold hands with him. You know what I mean? Because our king is black. And like I said before, them angels are black, and they gonna crack that sky. It's a black army coming down for them. If I could, sir.
Yep. Daniel chapter 10, verse 5. Then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz.
And they go that golden girdle again we were talking about. And look, you know, I'm trying to tell you, the Christ is fly. he had the linen on. You know what I'm saying? Out there flexing in the linen with the golden girdle. You know, Christ wasn't playing with him. He was ready for war and fly while he was doing it. You know what I mean? It's like we be in here on the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? Always ready for war. Got the spikes on ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, you grab me if you want to. He'll catch all these. You know what I'm saying? Come down to it. You can grab my head. You catching the spikes right there. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm girded up. You know, I'm girded up, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Just like my King Christ. You know what I'm saying? A man of war. You know what I'm saying? If I could, sir.
Yeah. His body also was like the bearer, and his face as the appearance of lightning.
It says his body was also like the beryl. You know what I'm saying? Beryl is also a derivative of brown. You know what I'm saying? Especially in this sense right here. And his face as of lightning. Let's keep it up. Boom. This dude right here does not look like he has the face of lightning. You know what I'm saying? Look at this right here. This is nothing about this says, do you know when lightning strikes, people jump? You know what I'm saying? And let alone a couple moments after that, you hear the thunder. That's how you know how clear. But you see the lightning, and you count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. You get to 3 Mississippi, and then the thunder hit. Storm is about 3 miles away. You know, folks taught me that back in the day in the country. You know what I'm saying? But like, would you jump if you seen him? Not at all. You know what I'm saying? Christ got the face of lightning. You know what I'm saying? But if I could, sir.
Yep. And his eyes as lamps of fire.
And eyes of lamps of fire. Salaki. Well, shalom, you'll forgive and repent. A friend of the world is the enemy of God. Shalom to you as well. And Adolphus Last, what's going on, Hebrew? You know what I'm saying? If I could, sir.
Yep. And his arms and his feet, light in color.
See what I'm saying? Now, Salaki, the color what?
To polish brass.
See, the Bible gets descriptive because he knew that there was going to be a people who were going to try to change what Christ looked like. You see what I'm saying? And right here is giving a full description. He got a face of lightning. You know what I'm saying? Let you know the more so the terror you're gonna see. You know, say how terrifying it's gonna be when you see Christ. You know what I mean? Then, you know, saying it says he's the color of beryl. Beryl is a derivative of brown. You know what I'm saying? There are other shades of beryl, but it also is a derivative of brown. And it said his feet and everything was as a burnished brass. Talk about that color brass before. But as we read in Revelation chapter 1, as if burnt in the furnace. So he was a dark-skinned man. You know what I'm saying? Christ ain't look nothing like that thing hanging up in the church. You know who that is? That is Caesar Borgia, the son of Pope Alexander VI. You know what I'm saying? Now he was of alternative lifestyle with Leonardo da Vinci. You know what I'm saying? Who painted him because Pope Alexander VI paid him to paint his son. That's probably how they hooked up. I don't know the story. You know what I'm saying? But also he killed his own, so like he unalived his own brother-in-law to sleep with his own sister. Incest. Like that's who you worshiping. That's who that guy is you worshiping in the church. You see what I'm saying? And you want to keep going back to that? Well, our king is black. You see what I'm saying? Our king is black. You should never, ever, ever, ever forget that. That is very important. That matters. And everybody in this book is black man, Latino man, Native American man. And I'm telling you, it matters. You know what I'm saying? Because if we, like I said before, we realize we matter. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about no BLMs or nothing like that. Just you matter. Black, Latino, Native American, you matter. And when you look at the next one beside you, realize that they matter too. You know what I'm saying? They should mean something to you above everybody else. Don't go to the job and treat them better than you gonna treat the person right there living next door to you. You see what I'm saying? Settle your petty beefs. Why? Because we stand to rule this whole thing. This thing is ours. We won't even be beefing like that if we was in rulership. You see what I'm saying? Like we need to get past that so we can get to the point where we're not in the same stress, we're not in the same living predicament or conditions that we are today. Let's see what it feel like. You know what I'm saying? All blacks, Latino, Native Americans matter, and everybody in this book is just that. That's right. And with that, we'll pass the class over to priest and officer Kazak Almar.
Security announcements. We are I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahanna. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the work. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10 in Hebrew is pronounced ma'ashera. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives, you give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. The upcoming holy convocation is the Feast of the Dedication of Hanukkah, the 25th day of the 9th month, by the space of 8 days. That's Thursday, December 7th, 2023, for 8 days. You can find this in 1 Maccabees chapter 4, verses 52 to 61. Remind Akim and Akwakia to check on social media, such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for I.S.U.P.K events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, he's to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black handband or scarf. And with that, I say I imagine, which means to stand. We'll give one courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel, Shabbat, I imagine, Barak, Yahweh, Yahweh,
Yahweh Shabbat.
Yahanna, dismissed. Did you do that spot? Change the add hashtag I.S.U.P.K to the end of the title. End it.
The chairs.
Yeah, you can start the chairs.
You said a picture.
I wasn't in that one. You see me. See where you see me.
I didn't see you. You're not a picture.
Yeah, I'm not in that one.
But it's not everybody's in the picture. Boy.